Toys spot. We are having a look at the Playmates Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Bebop. Already a look at Rocksteady. Of course, we have to look at this figure next. Bebop comes with a crowbar. It also looks like he comes with a padlock chain. He's recommended for ages 4 and up, and not recommended for children under 3 years of age, as he does have some small parts that you should be wary of. He looks awesome, though. I can't wait to get this guy out of the package. The back of the box, however, New York City and Old Menace returns, new mutations arise, the ultimate showdown approaches. Our heroes must rise up again to save the city that they love. You get the heroes, you get the villains, there's also some vehicles, and, dare I even say, a technodrome. It's a good time to be a Turtles fan. To check out more from Spin Master, you can go to www.spinmaster.com. To check out more from the movie, you can go to www.teenagemutantinninjaturtlesmovie.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, though, we're going to get a better look at Bebop. There's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Like with Rocksteady, Bebop comes with 2 different accessories, one of which being a crowbar, which, let me tell you, is rubbery. It's a soft, rubbery plastic. The other thing he comes with, a rather interesting other weapon, he comes with a chain that also includes a padlock on the bottom. Again, a soft, rubbery plastic. Either accessory or both accessories can fit into his hands. Just simply slide it into the partially closed fist, and you can get Bebop with both accessories. I mean, I'm looking at this guy. The first thing I think of is the Turtles arcade game where the turtle, depending on which turtle you were playing as, would fight Bebop in the city street. I don't know why, just looking at the chain and the crowbar reminds me of that. A comparison I'm sure everybody probably wants to see. Let's reach off camera. There he is next to Rocksteady. Bebop is a lot bigger, yes, than Rocksteady, but Rocksteady's a little taller than Bebop. These are probably some of my favorite Playmates Turtles toys of recent memory. I can't tell you how much I love seeing these 2 in hand, especially live action releases of the characters. Sure, by contrast, Bebop pops a little bit more with the extra pink, kind of a purplish pink, which also carries over to his little chin beard and a mohawk that goes all the way down his vest. Rocksteady, by contrast, yes, a little bit paler in color because he's got just the gray, but I think the 2 look extremely cool next to one another. As another comparison, let's bring in one of the brothers. There is Leonardo. Leonardo, a lot smaller than Bebop, better in shape also than Bebop, who just looks very portly, very chunky as a warthog here. And what else can we do? Let's bring in Shredder. There he is right there. I keep losing Shredder's claw. It keeps falling off. There he is next to Shredder. Again, a good contrast between the 2. Okay, so comparisons aside, let's look at the figure. Figure looks, once again, super cool. Let's take the chain completely out of his hand. Let's take the crowbar out of his hand. Playmates Toys did an exceptional job on all these figures, with my notable favorites being Rocksteady and Bebop. It looks enough like Rocksteady and Bebop from the classic cartoon. In the case of Bebop here, it's a good, faithful recreation of Bebop if he was to appear in a live-action movie, which finally we can say so many years later, so many decades later, we can finally say that. He's got some, almost like a flame tattoo. I think it's the equivalent of a flame tattoo. It's upside down there on both arms there. The studs also on his wrists have been painted in. Not completely. They only seem to be painted on the sides there, with a couple of the ones in the middle being left off, but that doesn't bother me too much. Looks like he's got a pair of leather pants. Buckle's been painted in. Vest, a nice, almost light caramel color, caramel brown. He's got his necklace there as well. He looks really good. Also, right down to the fact that he's got the tail, little piggy tail. As for his face, no issues with his face. Partially open mouth. His tongue has been painted in. Something else that hasn't been painted in, if you move his glasses, which I might add are not removable, his eyes also have not been painted in. You're not really going to see it. Well, I guess you will see it slightly from the side if you kind of tip the figure up. But because the glasses are on, it doesn't bother me too much that the eyes were not painted in. Looking just again at how great the figure is, small little things like eyes and a tongue being left off really don't bother me all that much. Posability. This is again where these figures are shining. Bebop's head is on a ball joint. Shoulders hinge out, rotate all the way around. There's a bend in the elbow, which also allows the forearm to rotate. Also want to point out that he does have a ring on his finger. Rotation in the wrists. Rotation in the waist, which the Turtles did not have. Hinged legs. And you know what's funny is it seems like they have more posability options in the legs even than what the Turtles had as well. He does have a bend in the knee, also rotation in the lower leg. Both Bebop and Rocksteady are also released in a bike release as well. They're going to come with their own motorcycles. And I think the only difference between those figures, it's not just simply, well, we're repacking the same figure. Bebop, I've already seen, has a helmet, which I think is sculpted onto the head itself. So it is going to be a different figure, enough to warrant picking the figure up if you want to get him also with the motorcycle as well. Certainly, I want to tip my hat to the folks over at Playmates Toys. They have done, well, one of two things. They've done really a fantastic service to the figures themselves, but I'm also super thrilled to see that we're getting fully posable figures. The brothers usually are the ones that get a lot of articulation. These side characters tend to only be relegated to swivel joints. So really happy to see that Playmates gave extra articulation in things such as the legs, the knees, the elbows, and forearms. Of the two, I don't know, I kind of feel like I love Bebop just a little bit more because he's just got a lot of color popping on the figure. But I think both figures do so well together that obviously for posing and putting them on shelves, I'm going to put Bebop right next to Rocksteady. Today's Toy Spot, we were continuing our looks at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, and today we're having a look at Bebop. Stay tuned, guys. There's going to be more videos heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.